Surprise! I have a huge secret that I've been keeping from you, and I have a big trip announcement to make. In just a few weeks' time, I'm going to be heading back to Walt Disney World. This came about in a totally unexpected way. I did not think I'd be getting to go to Disney World this year at all. I can't tell you all of the details just yet, and let's just say some of it might be challenging, but I'm gonna let you know the basics of my trip, and I can't wait to share this with you because I'm visiting in a way that I've never visited before. So as you may be able to tell by my shirt, I am going to be visiting in spooky season in September. I love visiting this time of year. I love all the Halloween things, and I do love that the parks are a bit quieter. There's really no quiet time of year at Disney World, but they are a bit quieter, so it's going to be fantastic to go back again. For this trip, I'm going to be visiting Disney World for 1 week. I have never done a week-long trip before, and I am so excited to be able to see just what you can fit in. I think this is going to be really, really interesting because now with Epic Universe being open and things like that, it is changing the way people visit Orlando. Sometimes now people are going to do a week in Universal and a week in Disney, or some variation of that. So this is going to be a really great trip to see what it is like to do a 7-day trip to Disney World. If you've not seen any of my videos before, my name is Sophie from Most Magical Guides, and welcome! I make videos every single week giving you tips to help you get the most out of your Disney trips, and I make vlogs of my own adult and solo trips to the Disney parks, and I cannot believe in just a few weeks I'm going to be back to my favourite place, Disney World. This is going to be a solo trip, which I am so excited for. As we all know, it's my favourite way to visit, and since my last trip, even though it was just a year ago, there are so many new things to experience. So I think this is going to be an absolutely awesome visit. First up, I'm going to be staying at a resort that I've never stayed in before. This time I'm staying at All Star Movies. Now I have previously stayed at All Star Music and I absolutely love it. It's fantastic for solo travellers. It's got absolutely everything you need. It is a nice small size so you can get everywhere very, very quickly, and it is really good value because of course as a solo traveller you pay for the room cost yourself, so it is a very big expense. It's very expensive for solo travellers. It's interesting that in the US, your room is charged per room, not per person. So because of this, it is expensive for solo travellers to visit. However, the All-Star resorts are really, really great. And I've never stayed at movies, and I am obsessed with the facades here. There's so many great photo spots, so I cannot wait to go and check out this resort. I've also booked this trip in a way that is different to what I have done before. Now, typically I plan my trips up very, very far in advance. When Disney announce their offer, I will book then, and I will typically book the hotel and tickets with Disney to get the offer that is on at that time, and then book my flights separately. But because this trip opportunity came up just a few months ago, I did my usual research. What if I do book with Disney, or maybe someone like attraction tickets and book my flights separately, or maybe I'll look at packages. Typically I don't buy packages just because if you are booking super far in advance, they will hyperinflate the price of the flight, which makes the trip overall more expensive than if you were to do it yourself. However, if you are going closer to your trip, then you can get amazing deals with packages. So for this trip, I have booked a package with Virgin Holidays. I haven't done a package holiday for a very, very long time, but as we all know, I love Virgin Atlantic, so I was very excited, and they just had the best prices going, so it absolutely made sense to book with them. When I was booking, the free dining offer was no more. However, you did get free nights and 20% off of your park tickets, so I think I got a pretty good deal. I never expected to be going to Disney World anytime soon because typically the way I operate is I will plan trips 2 years in advance. So I know roughly the time of year that I'm going to go and how much I need to save. However, at the end of 2023, I was made redundant. So my regular income disappeared. And then last year, I properly launched the Most Magical Guides business with all of the trip planning services, the dining booking services, all the amazingness, and it has been the most joyful and incredible year. But of course, being self-employed, your income is more touch and go, so I just never thought I would get anywhere near Disney World anytime soon. Definitely not this year. So this has been the most Disney moment of my life, so you are going to want to hear just how this trip came about. For this trip, I'm also going to be hiring a car, but from a brand new company. This time I've booked with Florida Car Hire for Less. I've heard really great things about them. I normally use Discount Florida Car Hire, and these companies are very similar, so you can book through them and then compare the prices of lots of different rental companies. However, Florida Car Hire for Less were just a bit cheaper this time, so I'm very excited to be going with them. I did originally look up, maybe I will just use Disney Transportation this trip and maybe get Ubers to the places that I want to go to offsite, and maybe get the Mears Connect to get to and from the airport. However, once I worked out all of the different costs of the things I was going to do in an Uber, it wasn't that much more to actually hire a car. And as a solo female traveller, I'm just much more comfortable being in my own vehicle rather than relying on things like taxis, and with my foot being able to skip over bus queues, which can be quite long, and standing on the bus in absolute agony, I just couldn't do it. So this is the best solution for me, so I'm really, really excited to hire a car again. I love hiring a car. And also, with this being a shorter trip, I wanted to be able to pack as much into the days as possible. Now, as we all know, I love the midday break, and with my foot, it's super, super necessary. So being able to have a car will just speed that up. With a car, I can get absolutely anywhere on site within 15 minutes, whereas if I was to use Disney Transport, you would be looking more at like 45 minutes to an hour each way. So then it makes the break in the day a little bit more difficult because it just takes more time to get to and from places. So that was another reason why I went for car hire. And this is something that I always say about Disney trips. I think one of the luxuries of having been a few different times is you work out what works for you and what doesn't, and what areas of your trip to spend a bit more in and where you can save money. So whenever I'm planning, I'm always trying to do things as cost effective as possible. Although if I do look back at my trips, they're not cost effective, are they? But that's because I like to spend on the extra experiences, the backstage tours, things like that. But the actual trip costs, I always try and get the best prices possible. And now I know how I like to visit, so I know that a car works really, really well for me. And like I say, weighing up the cost between Ubers and this, it wasn't that much different, so it totally makes sense to get the car. And of course, there's loads of things I'm excited for because there's so many new things from last year. So we have the brand new Disney Starlight Parade, which looks absolutely incredible. I've avoided all spoilers. I haven't been watching anything, and I cannot wait to experience it myself because I love when they had these nighttime parades at Disney. So it's amazing that Disney World have a brand new one. It will also be interesting to see how that interacts with Happily Ever After, because at the moment the parade is 1 hour before and 1 hour after Happily Ever After. But I'm wondering, what time do people start getting there now? I feel like it's early. I feel like it's very, very early. People are going to start queuing up for the parade and the fireworks back to back. Plus, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After has now opened. As we all know, I love the Disney villains and I cannot wait to see this show. Again, I've avoided all spoilers. I'm like, I don't want to know anything. I'm like blinkered so I can just experience it firsthand. But I think this is going to be absolutely spectacular. So I can't wait to go and watch that. Plus, there are going to be 2 new bars to experience. Geo 82, which is the adult only, the first adult only bar in Disney World, has opened in Epcot. It's themed around Spaceship Earth. The drinks look really interesting, and that just looks like a really cool place to go and chill out. And it's just very exciting to have somewhere that's adults only. Plus, they've literally just announced that the Beak and Barrel, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean themed tavern, is going to be opening in Magic Kingdom just before I head out, which is so exciting. We've seen how Disney are so good at doing these immersive bar experiences with places like Ogre's Cantina or Space 220. So the Beak and Barrel sounds like it's going to be absolutely iconic. And in just a few days' time, reservations open up. So fingers crossed, by the time this video goes out, that I will have had the reservations and I'll get to experience that and just take you along for the ride and show you what it's like. Plus, Test Track has now reopened, so I'm going to get to experience what that is like. As is a running theme now, still have not watched any spoilers for this. I have been trying desperately to not find out anything. So all of the things that are new to me or that have come back after a while, I will get to just experience firsthand. So I cannot wait for that. Behind the scenes, I have sneakily been booking things. So my 60-day mark has come and gone. So I have booked a few restaurants, but I'm actually going to be focusing a lot on quick service meals this trip, which is going to be so much fun. I'm going to lots of places I've never been to before. So I'm very excited to try their dishes, and I'm excited to take you along for the journey, and so you can see what some more of the restaurants are like at Disney World. This is the great thing about Disney World. There are hundreds upon hundreds of restaurants. So every time you go, you could try new dishes, new restaurants. There's always something new, which is fantastic, because no matter how many times you go, you cannot get through all of them. So that's one of the great things, and I just cannot wait. The dining is such a big part of a trip, and it's going to be fantastic to go to these brand new places to me. And of course, food and wine is going to be happening in Epcot. This is always one of my favourite days of any trip, where you just get to relax, unwind, and go around sampling lots of food and drinks from around the world. And it's the best rest day activity. Yes, you're walking, but you're having a little meander. It's not so stressful. You're just having a little nibble as you go around. It's fantastic. So I cannot wait. As of recording this video, they haven't released the menus yet, and I'm like, it's like weeks away from opening. So I'm like, can we see the menus, please? I'm desperate. So I cannot wait to see if there's any new dishes this year to try, if some of my favourite dishes will be back. Am I going to go and watch the concert? I don't know. Who's playing? Let's find out. Now, because this is a week-long trip, this is going to be Disney-centric. So I'm going to be spending pretty much every single hour in Disney. However, there is one caveat. I have booked to go to Halloween Horror Nights. Now, as we all saw last year, I was obsessed. And I've been trying so hard to not make Halloween Horror Nights a big part of my personality, because I loved it. I've been following all the speculation maps all throughout this year, seeing like what's going to be coming, what are the rumours, what houses do we think we're having. And early this year, one of my favourite horror franchises is Terrifier, and the rumours from the get-go was there's going to be a Terrifier house, and I was like, oh no, how is this happening? A year when I'm not going to be in Orlando? Why is this happening to me? I can't believe this is happening. And I was like, could I go all the way to Orlando just to go to a haunted house? Clearly not. That would be completely irresponsible financially. However, when this trip came about, and like I say, it's a very unexpected way, so you do want to check out this vlog series, because you are not going to believe how this trip has happened. Once I knew I was going to get to be out in Orlando in September, of course, it was a must that I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights, and I have been so excited following along all the announcements. The Terrifier house sounds absolutely insane. It's supposed to be the goriest and most intense house they've ever done. You're going to need a poncho, and I cannot wait. But as I say, because this is going to be a Disney-centric trip, I won't be visiting Epic Universe this time. I think with Epic Universe, you want to give it a good few days to fully get the full experience, so I will do that on a future trip. But as I mentioned earlier, I can't get over the fact that in the space of a year, how many new things have come to Disney World. And that is something I think is great about Disney World, is that even if you have a bigger gap, when you go, there are so many new things to experience that it's so worthwhile the wait. But I've been very, very fortunate that I've not had to wait at all. 1 year later, and I will be going back, and it's just blown my mind. I don't want to give absolutely everything away, because I would love for you to have some surprises during the vlog series. But like I say, everything will be revealed very, very soon. The first vlog is going to go out on Wednesday, the 2nd of October. So it is not long at all until new vlogs will be coming out, and everything will be revealed. This vlog series is going to be really unlike anything I've done before. So I think you're going to really, really enjoy it. I cannot wait to share this extra surprise with you. So do hang out for an announcement about that in just a few more weeks' time, just ahead of me doing the new vlog series. And I just can't believe it. I never ever thought this was going to be possible, and it literally has blown my mind that in just under a month I'm going to be going back to Disney World. Like, I never ever thought this was going to be possible anytime soon. So this has been absolutely mind-blowing. I cannot wait to share with you exactly how this has come about. So do make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those vlogs and the videos leading up to it. I'm going to be doing a packing video all about how to pack with just one case, which, if you know me, will know that's going to be very difficult. Luckily, this is a shorter trip, but I don't think that makes any difference to me. So there will be a packing video if you are just going to be going on a week-long trip. Like I say, there's going to be a video that tells you more about this vlog series, and then we're diving straight in 1 week, entirely Disney, apart from Halloween Horror Nights. And It is going to be so incredible. I cannot wait for you to see it. The countdown is now on for this magical, mysterious and exciting trip. So do stick around. Let me know in the comments what you think the surprise might be. And I will very, very soon be seeing you all from the most magical place on earth. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye-bye.